Hello friends, welcome to Geeky Rabbit. Welcome to our series on Cucumber. So in our last session, we saw that how to achieve data-driven testing, and there are three approaches that we discussed, and we saw that how to achieve the first one, that is by using simple data-driven approach without using the example keyword. And now in this session, we are going to see that how to achieve data-driven by using the examples keyword. So let us begin. So for that, let us open our Eclipse. Okay, so in here, as we saw, we have passed the username and password from the feature file, and it ran successfully in our last lecture. So now, uh, when we have to use the example keyword, so there are few changes that we need to do in our feature file. So let us do that. So instead of specifying the username and password in here, so we will have to specify something different. So let us do that. And so in this case, we will be specifying username in this bracket as well as password in this format. So username and password should be defined in this format, and then just after your scenario ends, we have to write examples, and we have to give a colon. In here, we will have to use pipe, and the first field that we need is username. Then we will again give pipe, and the second one is the password, and again a pipe. So in this format, we will have to give the username and password, and it should run for the specified amount of, the specified number of usernames that we provide in here. So talking about the step definition, in here we don't have to do any change. We have to keep it as it is, and the only change comes in the feature file. So in here, first of all, we'll go and we will give pipe. So I will provide my username and also the password. And in here, what we'll do is we will also provide one username and one wrong password. So one scenario should get pass and one scenario should get fail in this case. So So the first username and password are the valid ones, and the second one, the username is valid, but the password is wrong. That's why the scenario should fail. And now if we see in here, so it says that missing end of file at examples. Okay. So as you remember in an introduction section, uh, we have uh, we have told that examples keyword should be used only with scenario outline and not with scenario. So whenever we are using examples keyword, so we have to do a change in here and we have to specify that scenario outline. So we have to just specify it in here. So see the error has gone. So example keyword will be only used when we are using scenario outline. And with the help of this approach, we can do data driven testing as well. So now as so we have done the changes in feature file, just save it. And there is no change in the test step definition file. And let's just quickly do a dry run to just quickly check whether all the steps are there. So let us update it as true, and let us run the scenario once. So it will just check for the if all the steps are present. And now if you can see, it is saying 14 out of 14. So initially when you saw, there were 7 steps. So if we count the steps in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But because in example keyword, we have given 2 username and password, that's why it is calculating as 14 steps. So we have seen that all the steps are present, and now it's time for us to run the scenario. So let us run it by giving dry run as false. So if you save it, it's okay. When you even if you don't save it, it will be automatically saved. Just clear this out. Let the execution begin. And now just observe the execution. So now the Chrome browser should launch, and it has gone to the URL. So in here it has put the username and password from by picking it from the first line, and now sign out has been done. Okay. Now again you can see the Chrome browser has launched again because we have specified 2 username and password. So now it should fail. the second scenario should fail. So you can see it has brought us on this sign on page, and it has not actually signed in because of the wrong user password we provided. So if we go and see in Eclipse, yeah, we can see in here. So this is the output, and in here we can see, so this is the scenario outline, that this is our scenario while new to login. And as we have specified two username in this examples keyword in here, so for the first one, all the steps have passed because it was a valid username and field. So all the steps have passed and the user has successfully logged in and log out. And in here you can see what username and enter password he has used in this step. And in the second one, if you can see, it has picked up the second username and password, but it was not able to log in. So now if you go and just see the results in here, so let us see in our folder as we saw earlier in the test output folder. Just click on it, and now you can see. Okay, so let us minimize this first. Okay, so this is the same file. So in this scenario outline, if you can see, it has mentioned the scenario. So this is our scenario. Then it has also got the examples username and password that we'll be using. So first one is the valid username and password, and the second one is the valid username and wrong password. So it tried for the first scenario, and as you can see, all the scenarios got passed. And when it tried for the second, so you can see it failed. So in this way, uh, data driven testing can be done using the examples keyword. And now we have seen two approach to do the data driven testing. And now in the next lecture, we will be seeing the third one, that is achieving data driven by using a list or data tables. So that's all for today. And with this, we come to an end of this video in the series. That was how to achieve data driven testing with the help of example keywords. Hope you have liked it, and do post all your questions or suggestions in the comment section below. So see you soon with more Cucumber related content. Until then, have a great day. Goodbye.